on. Okay. So here we are. We are going to go boom. I'm going to go got it. Okay, so we got Eric coming in. We got boom. We got boom, boom, boom. We're gonna go boom. We're gonna go boom. Okay, so we're gonna go admit. Turn this off. Okay, so we're gonna go crazy pop mom. Okay, everybody's getting their sound going. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen driving with Sierra here and driving with Crazy Pop Moms coming on. We've got Solo. We've got all of our normal suspects today. Today is a really beautiful day to talk about. I have my little intro, but I have this book here, everybody. So, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Welcome, everybody. Today I've got this book here, and this book is a very important book. Landon, you'd be interested in this book also. It's a book by a man named Howard Zinn, and Howard Zinn wrote this book, and it says we all need heroes and people to admire, to see examples of how human beings should live. But I prefer to see the Bartolome Las Casas, a hero for exposing Columbus's violent behavior against the Indians. So this guy, okay, now this is a brave soul. This guy's very famous, and he wrote a history book that really tells the story. Columbus, massacred the Indians. It's not, just a Thanksgiving for, for white people or whatever. So the deal is that through our incredible gift of the internet, we can have a show weekly, daily, whatever. We can talk to each other and FaceTime each other. But we can also rewrite and we can also share history. To know our history is to not repeat it. And so, what we're dealing with, basically, from my standpoint in my show, is to rewrite history and to end prohibition and to tell the story of the Cannabis, which today's episode is dedicated to. And we're so blessed to see you, Sierra. Looking good. I'm just north of you. Come visit sometime to Port Townsend. We'll do some videos. Love you so dearly. We're sad we haven't had a hemp fest in a long time. But before we introduce everybody, I'm going to read a little bit here. It says, that I wrote in I hand wrote in here. It says, when you're happy and you look like you're getting younger. So I somebody sent me a photo of myself today. I looked like I was in high school, So I've had a baby face anyway. So keep it as long as you can. Eat right, everybody. Stay hydrated. Jeff Eichen with Weedsdays today, so we're really excited. Let's see, are we recording right now? Stop recording. We are recording. Okay, so welcome everybody. Hemp hooray, everyone. It's your captain of today's ship, Jeffrey Eichen. Let's sail away. Who remembers that song, Sail Away by Christopher Cross? Today we welcome Sierra Riddle and Landon, a special canna mom to my heart. And it says, maybe baby Landon, who's not baby Landon no more. How old are you, Landon?
12.
12, man. Next year you'll be chasing girls, man. You'll be a teenager. So I remember those days, and it's really a blessing to have your voice drop. And so we're really excited for you. And Sierra, are you on a freeze channel, or are you going to come back to us? That's his mom, everybody, Sierra. So maybe Sierra is having a little bit of bandwidth problems. We've got there's Sierra coming back there, and we've got hi Sierra. Say hi and tell us who you are.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sierra Riddle, the OG Canna Mom. I'm Landon's mother.
Oh, well, we're blessed to have you. It's been so long since we haven't had Hemp Fest for so long. We don't see you, pulling the cart, whether it's the wagon or the baby cart. I mean, it's just been such a blessing. I've got an episode today. I'm going to show you from our movie of Landon and us at my booth. You remember that, Landon, where we were interviewing you and you were working the camera a little bit, and I was interviewing you. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay, well, we're gonna show that today, and just like the history book, we're gonna say to everybody, it works. Okay, I can't say that, but you are a testimonial that you can tell the world because we're going global right now. You can say that cannabinoids assisted you in feeling better. Right on. And mom will come back. Mom's having bandwidth issues. And so we love you, mom. Eric is in Lisbon, Portugal. And how's the weather,
It's just happening.
Eric?
Can't complain today. It was really nice. Just a little bit overcast, low 70s. We're starting to see a little bit of winter just creep in, but we're right on Lisbon's right on the coast, so never gets too hot, never gets too cold here. It's really nice.
Fantastic. Well,
Excited, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, carry on. Share.
Oh no, I was just you said we're going international. I'm excited that we're just putting the final dotting the final I's, crossing the final T's on our. It's going to be just a small show, but we're going to be doing the end entertainment for Canna Azores, and the Azores are the sort of the archipelago, the little islands out in the middle of the Atlantic. It's sort of like the Hawaii for Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a really small show, nothing big, but it does get HempFest, sort of initiated on the international scene. So we're really looking forward to that.
Well, anytime you have miles, fly me out. Anytime you have miles, that would be great. Some free miles would be great for all of us. And
I'm saving you for HempFest Lisboa, HempFest in Lisbon.
yay. Okay.
That's in May of next year.
Okay, so we got Solo Breezy waving at us. Solo, give us your quote for the day, Solo. Can you talk? Wait, we'll see if Solo's got a quote for the day. Are you coming, Solo? Okay, we got Pop Mom. So today's exciting special strain show is World 420 Day. It's almost Christmas, everybody. What the heck? I'm so excited for today's show. Before we get started, I have to say welcome home after 30 freaking years in the slammer to Klebo, and we'll get him on. He's from the U.S. Virgin Islands. And let's
Awesome.
let's Hemp Hooray. Let's free Lance Glore and anybody else behind bars. And yesterday's thanks for the Women in Cannabis Expo in Las Vegas. We had Brooke, we had Modest Jones, and we had Vicky there from Port Townsend, and we had all our homegirls in Vegas yesterday. And so pray tuned for Women in Weed every third Wednesday. And I'm changing my format for a Women's Day every Wednesday. And we'll get all the people from their Cannabis Expo to come on for that show. And I will now share our screen and play our intro and enjoy our brief movie, and I'll be back. So sit back and enjoy this little movie, and then we'll get on with our show. So I'm going to go here and share our screen, optimize our sound behind the scenes. Everybody enjoy this little video, everybody. It's going to be freaking cool. And let's go to our QuickTime. Boom. And here we go. 420 day today. We'll have our meditation soon. And Backup
Can
Wednesdays.
you hear me?
Oh yeah, here's Solo.
Oh, hey, what up, Uncle Jeff?
Hey, bro.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Whoever's trying to bring you down already is below
Wait a minute,
you.
who's trying to make you? AKA Solo 423.
Yay! Free Britney, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here, and we are so blessed today to have possibly baby Landon, who's not a baby anymore. Come on, he's like 14 or 13, and he was in our movie, and we'll be showing his thoughts on that. It's World War 20 Day, and welcome his mom, Canna Mom, and team leader of Team Landon. So she'll get us updated on everything, and it's a pleasure to be a witness to all of the healing that the cannabinoid system has to offer through medicine of the plant, and nobody should be in jail for a plant. So I'm going to get us to a show, and we're going to have a great day today. So enjoy the show, everybody, and thank you, POD TV. Yes, Freelance Glory, everybody. So back up Wednesdays, everybody. Back up your computer, please. Please, please, please. I heard Vivian had a catastrophic blowout this week, but some lady he met found all of his information. So let's find her. And back up Wednesdays, please. And don't forget Leonard Peltier. He's been in jail for 47 years for something he didn't do. And so I'm working with them and trying to go film him and help to bring him home.
Should be with their teammates this week, preparing for the start of the new season.
That's the lady in Russia that's behind bars for marijuana, for a plant.
Now the U.S. government considers Griner, quote, wrongfully detained, a change in designation. That means officials will no longer wait for her case to wind its way through Russian courts and will seek to negotiate her return.
Come on, everybody. Let's end prohibition now, at last, forever, and give clemency to Sir Leonard Peltier and all the nonviolent 420 cannabis prisoners. We love you. We're here for you. And it's my job and duty and pleasure for the rest of my life dedicated to bringing it home. At parade. Episode 122, everybody. So today there's Landon when he was maybe 8. Wilfred's been on. And welcome Landon and his mom today. We're going to interview them and have a great time today, learning more about how the plant can help you and your children. Oh, wait a minute. We have Ringo? I say this to the International Day of Peace. Ringo's 80, everybody. 79. Look how good he looks.
I am smiling inside. Peace and love on this International Day of Peace, and to all those working towards creating peace. Thank you, thank you.
So again, we're really excited to have Canna Mom, Sierra, and Landon. So there we go. I have one shout out today here. I have a shout out video here. Here's a shout out video for you all, everybody.
Okay. Hi, this is Grasshopper here, Rodimus Hurrah, and I just wanted to say I had a thought recently about how the whole karma around hemp culture will be more fully in balance once we get these prisoners out of jail. Until then, for me, it's almost like it's hard for me to completely fully enjoy the herb and the gift that the herb brings me when I know that there are people who are suffering because of it, needlessly. So it is up to us. It is the will of the people to make this happen. So please talk about this with your friends and
Thank you, Rodimus, and we love you. And we're back in action here. So, hello, everybody. We're going to start with OG Canamom. Introduce yourself and your little boy who's not little anymore. And so my heart is so happy to see everybody in the room together again. And then I'll show a little slide from our movie of Landon talking at 8. So, hello, Sierra.
Hi. How are you doing today, Jeff?
Loud and clear. I'm doing great. My heart is so open. I'm believing in magic. I'm performing magic by synergistically bringing these shows together. And by you coming on is just another episode, but it's really beautiful because I've loved your story and the Canamoms, and I want to raise the money to do a Canamom book and movie. So let's talk about that off screen and get busy with a Canamom project.
Yes, I am always more than willing to be a part of any type of documenting just the absolute amazing, incredible stories that have come about because of pediatric cannabis patients. And I actually have a whole vault of parents ready for you, Jeff, whenever you want to make that movie.
Oh, I'm so blessed to have you. Tell everybody where we met.
So we met at the Seattle Hemp Fest. I believe I was at the time one of the youngest speakers ever selected to grace those stages. And my son Landon is now a terminal cancer survivor, but he was diagnosed with terminal cancer when he was just 2 years old. And within 90 days, the Western medicine, chemotherapy, radiation, and narcotics were killing him. He was reduced to 50% of his body weight. He could not walk. He could not talk. He was IV fed. He did not put a grain of rice or a drop of water in his mouth for over 28 days. He was on Oxycontin, morphine, Ativan, Zofran, Phenergan, and it just kept going. And they sent my son home on hospice. They said there was nothing else they could do for him. I left that hospital parking garage and drove straight to Colorado, and my son became the youngest American citizen given a medical marijuana card. He was 2 years old, and this was in 2012 and then into 13. So Landon now, in about 30 days from now, will have 10 years cancer-free. He's going to be 13 years old soon, and he is just absolutely amazing. He has literally shattered all of the expectations and really just nonsense diagnoses that they have put onto my son. They said he would never be able to read or write because of the severe cranial radiation damage. But through very high doses of cannabis oils with high THC and CBD, Landon is actually now able to read and write. And that beautiful Colombian goddess with Landon, that is my best friend and business partner. Her name is Maritza. She actually has a master's degree, and she has been helping Landon just so much one-on-one to where now Landon is actually getting 60, 70, 80% test scores in his online schooling program, which they said would never be capable. But it is with plant-based medicine.
Hey.
So Landon is
I was really excited I'm so glad that you brought that up because he was really excited to say about the fact that he's been doing so much work. And I was just telling to everybody, hey, he's really been doing his sheets.
so some of them I don't get.
No, he's done an amazing job, and I want him to get all the credit because he's almost through with first grade and we're moving into the second grade. So again, I'm a little new to the team, but I'm here to support and anything we can do for the children and obviously for the prisoners in jail.
Landon,
Little handsome man, a little cannabis sprout. What, you want to say something, bud?
Come on, baby.
Dude, let me ask you a question, Landon. You know, in the movie when I interviewed you, I said, "Did you like cannabis?" He goes, "Yes." I said, "Did it help you?" And so maybe you'll have the same answer. What did cannabis do for you?
It changed a lot. It came from me being very sick to the point of me almost dying, but it really did help. It changed my entire life, and now I can be very, very healthy.
So did it actually reverse the cancer that you had? I mean, what do you know about what it did without having?
I would say what got rid of it. It did change a lot. I will say.
And so, do you know? I mean, like in Israel, they study this. You know, it's the Dr. Machulam and everything. Do you know the molecules? I mean, you see my shirt. I have the molecule of some other plant here. Do you know the molecules structure of the THC or the CBD that assisted your healing?
No.
Well, let's go in there.
Look into it. Probably be very interesting.
I think so. I think so. And we can get you some videos from the Machulam school in Israel. They study most of the THC molecule than anybody else. They link it to PTSD, to healing the cancer, to pain threshold, and so you're just an incredible poster child. I know that the stress of being public was hard on you. Tell us about that and how you're coming back now, and we're glad to have you.
I will say it was a little hard with all of the attention. It was very overwhelming, but hopefully I'll be able to get back to that again. But it was just very overwhelming at the time.
Well, thank you so much for being brave enough to come on and to share your legacy with us. You know, our legacy for me is why we're here, what we can do to help other people in the similar situations by being clean ourselves. Sierra, tell us a little bit about the early days, and then getting public, and then pulling back, and now coming back again. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Jeff, I tell people when they ask me a lot, how this all came about. The only reason I ever went public to begin with is because, Primary Children's Hospital in Denver, Colorado, was trying to put my son in medical foster care. They had reported me a dozen times to Child Protective Services for medical abuse, medical neglect, and failure to provide life-saving medical treatments. And that was the only reason I went public, was I needed the world and the United States to understand that they were going to kill my son in the name of narcotics, chemotherapy, and radiation. At that point, Jeff, cancer was not killing Landon. The treatments were. And I moved my whole life, right? We went to Colorado. Landon was born in Utah. Left our family behind, did the whole thing legally, how they said we should, and they came after me. So I, at that point, had to put my foot down and was able to get a lot of media support. And, Landon, we did hundreds of events like Seattle Hemp Fest and, just all of these ones all over the place, literally all across the United States, trying to bring awareness to this story and bring awareness to this plant in regards to children and their suffering. And we were able to really make a huge tidal wave that consumed the whole United States and then beyond. It was absolutely amazing to see that ripple effect that was Landon Riddle. But in that, interim of all of that, Landon was a very sick and very small child. He was diagnosed, he was the youngest person in Colorado diagnosed with PTSD at 4 years old. He was diagnosed with anxiety, separation anxiety, just PTSD, chronic nausea and vomiting. It was just a lot. And I don't think a lot of people knew how difficult and hard our lives were at that time, because we made it look good. And we were there for the cause, and we were trying to get the story out. But it really affected Landon to the point at one time he was over it. He was not going to take any more photos. He was not going to do anything. And I really came to that, divide of, do I keep continuing on doing this media and, it's for a good cause, or do I focus on my son? And I chose that last thing. I chose to focus on my son, not have him do any more media. So we took about a 4 or 5 year break. And it wasn't until, recently that, I was able to sit down and talk with Landon and tell him that if you go and start typing into Google Landon Riddle, one of the top 3 to 5 things that pops up is he dead? Because I think a lot of people thought that because he just dropped off, right, that was it. And that's absolutely, obviously not the case. But I told him, Landon, you are a very, very special child, not only in this world, but in this cannabis community and industry. And would you maybe be willing to go back to doing and sharing some of these things on your terms? And so we were able to discuss that and find a common ground. Landon is 12, almost 13, but he was 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 years old when all of that, went down. That's a lot, Jeff, for a small child who's trying to recover.
Totally.
So now that Landon is a lot better and he's healed a lot more, and now he is a big, strong boy, he looks like he's headed to the NFL, actually. He's, just doing so much better and has really been able to work on healing his mind and his body and his spirit through different plant-based medicines and techniques. And now we are ready to, come back out and let people know, right? Landon is 10 years cancer-free. We have reversed neuropathy. We have reversed chronic nausea and vomiting. We've reversed wasting syndrome. We've reversed lack of growth. I mean, just a million things, not to mention, he has never relapsed. Never. Not one time. Landon has been cancer-free the entire time. He's learning to read. He's learning to write. I mean, all the things they said that were impossible, Jeff. We know that our just lovely little plant says nothing is impossible.
Landon
is a very good example of that.
Landon, at your worst, do you remember being sick?
Yes, most of my vocalization has been messed up over time from me being very sick.
And was that your vocal cords or your ability to put words together?
Mostly to put words together.
So you feel stronger now. And do you still have a little? Do you microdose, or do you have cannabinoids in your system still?
I haven't take cannabis in a while. I was able to really get cured, so I don't have to take it as often, but only as a recheck.
Oh, fantastic! And tell us a little bit about when you were sick and you were taking it. Did you eat it, or did you have it in smoothies? How was it given to you?
In pills, because the first time I tried it, it did not taste right, so it kind of made a trauma with that to the point I just had to take it in pills.
And Mom, was that like gel format in capsules, or was it powder? How was it made?
Landon has always consumed full extract cannabis oil. So in the beginning, before he could swallow capsules, I would have to literally squirt that RSO right in his mouth.
Oh my God!
And that's why he said it made a trauma. But at the same time, Jeff, Landon was dying. There was nothing else I could do but literally have to sometimes hold him down and squirt that medicine in his mouth. But guess what? I had to do that with chemotherapy anyway. So it's not like it was a difference. But I had to get that medicine in. And so I've told quite a few people, if Landon threw it up 19 times, I had to give it to him 20. He was going to die. And chemotherapy was not going to save him. And Oxycontin damn sure wasn't. So in the beginning, it was very, very hard on both of us. Again, he was 2 years old. So the first, year was very difficult, but Landon is very intelligent, even in the midst of all that brain damage and radiation. So he was able to learn to swallow capsules, vegan capsules. So I squirted that oil in there. But Landon took 1,000 milligrams of THC per day for 365 days before I ever lowered it, and 500 milligrams of CBD per day for the same amount of time.
Did it make him go to sleep? Did it, what were the...
In the very beginning, yes. In the very, very beginning, Landon would sleep about 18 hours a day. but that is because the human body can only grow, heal, or produce new healthy cells when you are in REM sleep. This is a very, very common known thing in all science and biology. When your body has taken so many damages from chemotherapy and radiation, you have to heal it. So it took a long time of sleeping and healing and eating and just all of that to get his body to come back to life. But they wanted to give Landon growth hormones, anti-anxiety medicine, just all types of awful things, to help to restart his body. But I told them doing synthetic anything will never do it. He needs to rest and heal and allow his body to come back as it can on its own, or he will always be at you guys' mercy for this next injection or this next growth hormone or this. Or it's just ridiculous. So I did it with all plant-based medicine and diet and nutrition. And a little bit of love, Jeff,
Landon, what would you say to other children out there that are not feeling well? And, what's your advice to your tribe, to to the young people?
To keep pushing, really. You'll never succeed if you don't try.
Fantastic, fantastic. And what shirt are you wearing today? Do you have something on your t-shirt?
Nothing special.
Oh, okay. Oh, there. Okay. Well, but you know what? You just said that. Just do it. You said you got to try. That's a Nike thing. Just do it. What sports do you like, Landon? What are some of your favorite sports?
Mostly around swimming.
Oh, nice. And are you on a team or do you swim?
No, just normal family swimming.
Oh, okay, okay. So are you in hot weather right now? Do you live where it's hot?
Yes, Vegas is really hot.
Really hot. So do you have a pool?
Um, yes.
Oh, cool.
But not at the house.
Okay, cool.
They have like a membership where they go to the gym there. Landon and I actually live in two states. We live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we live in Southern Oregon. As obviously you guys know, I created Landon's Health Hut, our CBD product line, and 2014, so that Landon could have products because nobody would help me with them. And so I actually visit a lot of farms. I deal with a lot of farmers, help them with genetics, things like that. And also our nonprofit gets a lot of material donated from the Emerald Triangle as well as Southern Oregon to donate free RSO to children and adults in need. So Maritza has been such a great help for me because, again, Landon just really got to the point that he was a little over it. And I still have to work. I still have to help provide this medicine for these kids all across the United States that need it. And we believe here at Team Landon that healing has no zip code. So we really do what we have to do to help these children and adults get the medicines that they need, because it is taking way too long, Jeff, to A, get all the states to legalize, and B, release our prisoners.
Well,
taking way too long.
Well, Landon, would you like to come on stage if I do a big concert with Snoop and Tommy Chong?
Sure.
That would be that'd be so fun. How many do you know other kids your age that are in remission?
I've got one with the brain.
Landon, you've met quite a few of them, right? You
I
know
just
them
figured over
personally, but
time.
you've met them.
Well, what we'll do is we'll dedicate a show to the Canna Moms, and we'll let you meet some other survivors, and we'll have Mom help us to organize that. And then if we're calling Snoop, we're trying to get Snoop, and we're trying to get Willie Nelson, and we're trying to get Ringo Starr. I mean, just some really great OGs and some young rappers to come and do a concert for the relief fund. We're really excited about that, to give money to the families of the 420 prisoners. And so now that we have the Canna Moms back in on our team and yourself, I'm going to play our little segment right now. So get ready for a little movie for a second here. Here goes the screen share again. And I'm going to play your little moment in time back.
I haven't seen it.
Way back where? Okay,
I haven't either.
So here we go. Let's see if I can find it here. It's not that one. Episode. No, it's not that one. Okay.
It had me crying. So I look forward to trying to keep
So
my
let's
tears
see
to
if I
myself
can.
this time.
Let's see if I can find it here. Weedsday, full life person movie director shortcut. Okay, so we'll find it in here. Okay, so here's a director's shortcut. It's 40. Let's find it here. So there it is. Okay, look, there you are, baby. Okay, so let's watch a little Jeff Mazansky coming home and being free. Such a pleasure to meet you.
So awesome.
We're with Jeff Mazansky, and we're so happy to have you.
Praise the Lord.
Okay, thank you so much.
Y'all started something big a long time ago. You seen it years and years ago.
That's from my movie, everybody, Lifers Madness. So you can see my movie on lifersthemovie.com, everybody. It's free. Pass it around and get ready for Baby Landon. Let's get this party started, everybody.
Make an example that even though you threw away the key on me, I am a human being, and I'm trying to do the best I can.
So this is Jeff, and I'm with Landon and his mom, and they're going to tell you a little bit about the Canamoms and cannabis. Do you like cannabis?
Yes.
And has it helped you?
Yes.
And what is your story? What happened before you had cannabis?
Cancer came and it made me sick.
And so what has marijuana and cannabis done for you?
It helped me grow my hair back, and it helped me feel better.
What the heck?
Yes, man, you're a hero. and so are you still using cannabis for, is it your favorite healing power?
It is.
And do you have it in juice?
Yeah.
Or do you eat it? Do you have food for him or juice?
Yeah, all of it.
I eat organic food.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell them about my son.
Sure. Hi, this is Sierra Riddle, and Landon and I are here in Seattle to help spread Team Landon's message and the Canamom message of, treating our terminally ill children with cannabis over narcotics and pharmaceuticals that, delay them and put them in a fog and, regress our children's development while they're fighting these terminal illnesses. And, we're happy to run into you guys again. And that was over a year ago at Denver 420. And, as you can see, Landon's still doing really amazing. He's still cancer free. And, it's just been such an incredible journey for all of us really to be on. Sure, go ahead, man.
I will say cannabis.
No, don't say that.
Don't say that.
Cannabis sucks cancer. Right, Mom?
There you go.
Cannabis sucks cancer.
Yeah.
That's your mic.
Watch this.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So your name is Landon? So Landon just reached the camera and focused on my face, and that's very nice. So he's learning how to be a cameraman. Yeah, you're a little man now. You're doing great. So let me go push it on your face. Yeah, there we go. Got it. How'd that feel?
How about turn middle?
How funny.
Many thousands of years ago, cannabis was used both in China and in the Middle East.
So that's a little bit of Dr. Machulam. He's 96 years old. I'm going to come back to us. So
Awesome, Jeff.
what the?
I completely forgot that you had those. And Landon was so small then. He was only 4 or 5 years old right there. That is incredible, to see that, even back then he was so on fire about it.
Oh my God.
Better.
You're a superstar, dude, back then. That was cool. You had those cool shirts on and everything. You were in my booth, and I love you dearly.
I have all of those shirts.
Oh, I love you dearly. Landon, how was that to see yourself there?
No worries.
Wasn't that awesome, Landon?
Mostly funny.
Mostly funny. Yeah. Yeah, you went like this when I went to focus on your face there. That was cute. Well, we're really blessed to have you. Let's see if we can bring Solo Breezy up. Are you with us still, Solo? Solo, are you still with us? Let's see if we have Solo. So Solo's not here. Let's bring up Crazy Pop Mom. Crazy Pop Mom, let's see if you have any questions for Landon. Come on up, Crazy Pop Mom. You got any hello, Crazy Pop Mom? Hey.
I'm so excited to be in this room. Your part of the movie was just amazing for me the other day. Made me cry again today, so now you put me on the spot as I'm crying. No, just the whole bit. When I started doing my pain things and it started to work, I could only imagine how you felt when you started giving this medication and you started to see that it was doing miracles, because I kept saying, no, I call it the miracle drug because it's helping my sister with her knees, her neck, and her elbows, and like, but I was like, no, it's all in my head. It's all in our head. She loves me enough to think that it's working for her. So like the whole little bit of like weirdness that comes with that, like you're like, oh my God, it's helping him and it's helping him sleep. And I could see now he can eat where he couldn't on chemo and all this stuff. Like the mind thing that was like just blowing in you, I could only imagine, because I went through it in like a minuscule bit of what you've dealt with. So yeah, I'm over the moon to meet you, both of you, all of you. Like, just, you're an inspiration.
And do you have any questions for Landon?
I really appreciate that.
Wait, say that again. We didn't hear you.
How are you feeling these days, Landon?
Much better than it was before.
And are you like going to school and stuff like that?
I went to public school for, I would say, around 4 months and a little longer, and then now I'm starting to do online school.
Landon, Landon, I teach Adobe to children. Maybe we'll gift you a free course, and I'll teach you how to do Photoshop. Would you like that?
Sure.
That'd be fun to teach you Photoshop and Lightroom. And Adobe has these really incredible products, and they're only $9 a month, Mom.
Yeah, we're definitely interested in that. And I will say, unfortunately, Landon's cranial radiation really upset the learning center and the memory bank, and so he has even still now a little bit of hard time with some long-term memories. But Landon's actually gone to school since he was 8 or 9, and we recently put him into homeschool. Oh, okay. We recently put him into homeschool because this No Child Left Behind has really left Landon behind. And because he is disabled on paperwork, and it says that he, should never be able to read or write, they were never going to try, Jeff. So between Maritza and myself, we have got Landon now to where he is reading and writing, and so much so he gave Maritza a very lovely Mother's Day card that he wrote out and sent in the mail to her. And they said that that was impossible, and they were not going to try in the public school system. So I had to put him in a very expensive private tutoring program over the last 2 years in order to help do that. And so I finally just pulled the plug and said, we're not going to go to public school anymore. We're going to do all of these other programs. Plus, we teach him a lot of other things, Jeff, because he is disabled, and he will, according to them, be for life. How to cook, how to clean, how to do laundry, how to balance a tax book and a checkbook, how to file taxes. All of those things are so important to life.
Landon, wait a minute. Landon, you don't have to file taxes. Don't worry.
He will for his business, Jeff.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. When you get there, for sure. Well, it's not too young.
Teach him
Landon.
World things. That's what we say.
Landon, I was going to share with you one of my favorite movies. Is called Short Circuit, and number 5 is alive. It was a war robot, and he got hit by lightning and became human, kind of. And he went to this barn, this farm. This he was rolling along, and he's like doing one of these, and he's a robot, and he's was had laser guns, and he was supposed to, be a war robot, but he got hit by lightning and became human. And the next scene is him breaking into this lady's house, and they became friends. And when she went to sleep at night, he was watching TV and reading the dictionary really fast, like a million words a minute. And he was said, "Feed me more input, feed me." And so I think you would love that. It's a Disney movie called Short Circuit. You would love that because that's kind of like where you're at now. Feed me more input, and then you can retain it. I would love to hang out with you for a Photoshop class. That'd be really fun. Would you like that?
Sure.
That'd be fun. Okay, Mom, we'll pull the trigger on a bunch of things. It's great to have you back, everybody. And let's bring Eric up to the board here. We'll bring Eric up. And Eric, do you have any questions for Landon?
No questions, but it's such a tremendous. I mean, being on the board of HempFest, and one of the things we're doing so because it was so great for us to be able to offer that stage for Landon at an early age, and it's really inspiring to see you here and doing so well because we're actually in the process of trying to globalize our education and entertainment model, bringing it over to Europe, just as they're struggling with their own prohibition against cannabis here. And we see the walls starting to tumble in that here as well because there are so many people that need this plant medicine as well here. And so to see this shining, brilliant success case in you, Landon, is just a tremendous honor and pleasure to see. So it just fills me with the motivation I need to keep going over here in Portugal, and just keep it up, man. It's awesome. I'm so happy to see you doing well, and yeah, keep it up. I love it. I love everything I'm hearing tonight. So great to see you, bro. Great to see you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool. Landon, what are some of your dreams? What do you where would you like to travel one of these days? I mean, like to a volcano or to Mexico? What's on your dream list?
I would say I don't really have one at the time. I don't try to focus on what will happen because it's more or less you should really just focus on what you have and really push yourself up to that point.
I love that. That's a great attitude. Kind of like, there's a lot of people on the planet that are homeless, and we have to focus on every day, every day, just being here and now. And so we're so proud of you and being the example and the adult example that it is 10 years now. Mom, can you share a little bit about that, about the success story that we're sharing with the planet about the cannabinoid system? We'll wait till Mom come. Yeah. Your signal's a little bit weak, Mom. So yeah, your signal's a little weak. Maybe it's where you're at, or maybe you need the little robot I was talking about. You back now? Yeah, we've got a little bit of rug on you. Landon, what kind of music are you into?
Um, I wouldn't say a particular person. It's just kind of everywhere. I really haven't found a particular one.
Okay. Do you like Michael Jackson?
No,
No. The Beatles?
no,
Let's see. Justin Bieber?
nope.
I didn't get one yet.
Not too big into. I don't hear him with a lot of music, but he's what he didn't share earlier is he's really good at painting. He's really getting creative. He does a lot. He's very, very good even on video games. Again, there's things that, you know, Sierra shared with me that he wouldn't have been able to do, which is incredible. His ability to grasp things. Even earlier, I wish he would have said it out loud. He was on mute. He actually read the quotes that I guess Solo Breeze had put out, and it just was amazing because again, I've only been in the picture in the last 2 to 3 years, and so I haven't seen. I wasn't there in the beginning. So these videos are new to me, but I've been here for these past years, and then really working with him on schooling. So it's just really amazing. He is now at a point where he's even picking things up by memorization, which again, that process of him not being able to learn easily has been a challenge, but now it's a complete turnaround. I mean, we take walks, we go swimming, you know, we go to little festivals, things here. It is a little hot, so I've got to be careful, you know, with the heat and all that. But he's developing incredibly, and he's really a brilliant little child. I don't know how else to say that other than he really is a miracle. And I tell him all the time that people love to see him because they give that hope, right? The people can see the plant, what it did for him, and that brings inspiration and hope, and that's all that they want. And so I'm just grateful to be a part of this. I have, like many of you, my own story, but this is really focused on him and what it's done for other children, and we hope to share it so that other children and other parents out there that maybe are a little scared, don't be scared. This isn't going to hurt them. It's going to help them, and there's enough people now that we can be a good support and give you some guidance. And hopefully this will continue a trend because it's unfortunate. I didn't know anything about pediatric cancer until I met them. And now that I've understood all the horrific, barbaric treatments that children go through, mind blown, you know? And so once more people understand what he went through and what other kids are going through, hopefully we can really radically change this with doctors. You know, and
so are you alluding to the manners also, the manners that we treat our young patients?
Again, yeah, the what goes on in the hospital system, right, in the allopathic system isn't right, and having these doctors and you know, medical professionals start to really open their mind when they see someone like him. And you can see where he was and where he is today. It truly is a miracle. And so why not continue that trend? Why not give other children that opportunity, the same as he has? Now he's proven he's been he's a trailblazer, right? A pioneer, and hopefully we can continue, like you said, Jeff, you know, letting other people know, because the story is incredible. You know, in 10 years, cancer-free, amazing, right? I mean, he's reading, writing, I mean, his memorization is coming online. I mean, Sierra did an incredible job.
So let me get it straight. The chemo was the component that damaged his memory.
My understanding is radiation also in chemo, and some part of those treatments burned a portion of his brain. And so
you look good, man, though. You don't look like you got any burn spots.
So it messed up a portion of his brain centers and learning centers. And so that's why he's got a little bit of development problems. But again, he's worked really, really hard every day to overcome these struggles. And now, like I said just a few minutes ago, he read the Aristotle quote. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's incredible to me when she says to me, hey, he was never supposed to do any of these things. And here we are today proving that this absolutely works. And with time and dedication, these children will be, you know, completely healed and brought back 100% restoration.
Landon, do you meditate or do yoga?
A little bit of yoga.
A little bit of yoga. Yeah, it's really good to stretch the spine, because the spine is also connected to the mind. You know.
So just so you know, we do yoga. We have all kinds of different modalities to keep the body clean, right? We're very much into organic foods, making sure that he learns how to cook as well, so he knows. And also lots of detoxing, things like that, just making sure that the body stays, you know, in homeostasis at all times. So
And
we're very cautious about that.
and no sugar.
No sugar, none of that. I mean, very strict diet for him because we never want this to return.
Isn't
So,
sugar the devil for cancer? I mean, it feeds the cancer. That's what I heard.
yes, it does. And so we don't allow any of that. Again, Sierra was very, very, very strict with his diet. And we've continued that going forward, even as he's learning. I mean, we make, kids need a little bit of fun stuff, but it's very rare for him because, again, he knows what's good for him, for his body. And it's not all that processed GMO, right? All the stuff, the artificial colors and dyes, that does a lot of damage to the children too. So we keep all that away from him.
I'm gonna bring Solo up. Solo, are you here? Come on and say hi to Landon. Solo, knocking on Solo's door. Say hi to Landon. Unmute yourself, dude. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Sorry. Hey, Lyndon, how you doing? Nice to meet you, Brody. I'm a big fan of yours now. Big fan. So shout out to you and keep doing what you're doing. I'm so proud of you, bro. Man, I want to hang out with you in person now. Uncle Jeff, can you make this happen?
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt, we're gonna all get together on stage with Snoop and Willie and all the prisoners and the Canamoms. So we'll make it happen. We'll have it landed on whenever he wants on our show to share with the world that cannabis 420 medicine brought him back to life. And I can't be the person to say that, but Landon can. His mom can. And it's just really a blessing. Do you have a quote for us on the way out here?
Yep, I got a quote real quick, guys. The quote for today, 2 of them. Care about what other people think, and you will always be the prisoner. Second quote, it is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Aristotle.
So I have a bag of these incredible whip-de-doo whistles. So when I get my your address, Landon, I'll send you one of these because these are going to be, everyone's going to have one on stage, and we're gonna be going every day, all day for cannabis and for freeing all the prisoners. So we're blessed to have you on today. Any final words, Landon, to your public out there? You want to thank everybody for being there all these years. What's your final words?
Keep fishing because life has a lot of surprises up ahead.
Oh, fantastic, beautiful! I couldn't have said it better. Eric, any final words?
Nothing for me, Jeff. The stage has been taken by Landon, so it's great to have him here, and it was a pleasure to catch up.
I know what the heck, Eric. Right? We pulled a good show today. And Crazy Pop Mom, before you go in the kitchen, any final words?
Just this one. Why be moody when you can shake booty?
Hey. Well, everybody, it's been a great show today. We'll get back with Sierra later. Landon, great to see you. I'm glad you got to see yourself years ago in my film. Sit down and watch the whole film, you guys. And I'm going to say arrivederci, hemp hooray. Everybody, this is for weed. And everybody hold up 3 fingers so I can get a screenshot of us here for our thank you. Hold up 3 fingers, everybody. Landon, can you hold up 3 fingers? There you go. Boom. Okay, we got 3. And so I'm going to share screen with us. We're going to roll out here with our outro. And thank you, Rodimus, for sharing. Thanks to everybody for sharing and caring. And let's see if I can find right now, everybody close your eyes. It's World 420 Day. We're going to have 42 seconds right now of visualizing the prisoners coming home. It's World 420 Day every 4th Weedsday. So here we go. Okay, everybody, no more cancer, no more prisoners in jail for a plan. And thank you, Landon. Thank you, everybody. We're done with today's show. I'm not going to even do the outro. That was good enough. It's World 420 Day. Don't forget, Tommy Chong will be on board soon. He's traveling with his wife. He just turned 85. So cannabis keeps you young. And Landon, thank you so much. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you all. And Hemp Hooray. Thanks, Landon, for showing up. I'm back. And thanks, everybody, for playing with us in the playground and for watching Landon grow up and for supporting his full recovery from memory and things like that. And do go watch that movie, Short Circuit, tonight or tomorrow. It's really fun, probably on Amazon Prime. And thanks, Europe. Thanks, Crazy Pop Mom. And everybody else out there, Jeff Eichen saying it was a great show today, and I can't wait to see you next week. And Hemp Hooray, everybody. I got a whistle for everybody. Okay, cool.
Thank you so much for your time.
Here we go. Thanks, Landon. My heart's really open for you. You're doing great. Love you. And we'll do a Photoshop class, I promise.
We would love that. Thank you
We'll
so
set
much.
that up. We'll set that up. Okay, everybody. Cheers. Hemp Hooray.
Take care. Recording.
Wow. Wow, what a fucking show today. Oh, sorry about my my language on POD TV there. Let's get our POD TV off here. So, late night TV here. An error. Go live on Twitch. Okay, so go live. Boom. You are live. Reverse. Okay, end broadcast. Boom.